So welcome to this short tutorial on how to add an event and the classes that you've entered at a show into your Paws2Show exhibitor account. So it's really easy to sign up with us. You just type in www.paws2show.co.uk into your search bar. You'll land on a page that looks something like this, and you can register with us here by clicking the button. Now, it's important when you register with us that you create a login because we keep your data really safe and secure and encrypt everything once you've logged in. So you'll need to create an account, create a login. Once you've done that, you can log in. So I have already done a video on how to enter a dog show. So if you wanted to have a look at that, you can walk through how to actually enter a dog show for the first time. If you're a seasoned dog shower like we are, I'm going to just show you quickly how to add what you've entered into your events. So we go to events at the top here. We simply click add an event. The event I've entered is Scarborough and district. Okay, now the event date, so I've got the schedule here just in front of me so I can refer to it. So the scheduled date is Sunday the 18th of July, so I'm going to add that in there. July 2020, Sunday the 18th. And it's an open show with multiple breeds. So it's a general group open show or a group open show. The event reference number relates to if you enter with FOSS data or High and Press Online, you'll generally get an entry reference number, so you can enter that in here. And then you can put the classes that you've entered. So in here I've put special beginners. I've entered A, B, and C, special beginners, and I've also entered A, B, puppy. And then we choose which dog we're attending. So we may have multiple dogs in our accounts. So here we can look, I'm going to enter Fido because that's the one that I've entered. And then here, if you just want to make a note that you know a champ show is going on in December, you don't know when the online or the postal entries close, but you haven't made an entry yet, you can put the dates in here too. You can also put a direct link to the schedule. So in here, you can see there's a nice URL here for from FOSS data. So I can just copy that, go into the event, and I can add it just here. And then if ever I want to just click on it, that will take me straight to the schedule if I need to refer to it. And then sometimes you might make a postal entry, in which case you can put the address for the place that you've posted it to here just to keep it for your reference. And then we're going to put the venue in here. So this is at East Ayton Sports Field. So I'm just going to put East Ayton here. And then I can put the full address in here. And what's really useful with the Paws2Show account is if you just put the postcode, so YO139HW, there's a really useful feature later on where having it separated out is of use. And then in here, I know that in my last video I ordered a catalogue, so I'm going to put a catalogue's been ordered here so that I can remember it. So I'm going to submit that. Then what we should see when we go to our events is in my events, I will now have these in chronological order. So I will now have Scarborough and District Canine. So what I want to do now though is I want to add a bit more specifics about the classes that I've entered. So I'm going to edit this. And then I'm going to add my classes. So I'm going to add a class here. And the first class I entered was class number 166, which was any variety not separately classified, special beginners. And that's at Scarborough, so I'm just going to choose Scarborough down here. And I'm taking Fido to that event. So all for the dogs I have, Fido is the one that's going to that event. Now, what's really useful here is I can add the judge's name. So I just go back to my schedule. I have a look at my gun dog group. which was AVNSC Gun Dog, and it's Carol that I'm going to add in here. So Carol Gill. Now, the other thing that's sometimes in the schedule is the order of judging. So in this case, when I go to Scarborough and I look at the end, I can see there's a probable order of judging. These are not guaranteed, so you have to be careful, but it's worth making a note of which ring to keep your eye on in your account. So I can see here that any variety not separately classified gun dog is going to be in ring 3. And I know it's after a lot of breeds. So although this show, it shows me here that the show starts, or the judging starts at 10 o'clock here, I know I'm probably not going to be in until about 12. So when I go back to my account, I'm going to put ring number 3, and I'm going to put my estimated ring time. So the show date was the 18th of July, and my estimated ring time is probably going to be 12 p.m. So I'm going to put that in there. Now, I don't know the dog's number yet because I haven't got to the show, and that number is assigned depending on the number of entries and where you are at in the catalogue. You can enter the number there afterwards. And then obviously once I've been to the show, I'm going to want to make a note of the placing from that class, and if I've gone on to win any awards from that class here. So as you proceed through the show, you can list your awards, whether it's come from which class it's come from. Now, if I'm collecting junior warrant points or veteran warrant points or show certificate of merits, I'm going to note the points that I've earned here. And then if I want to make any notes about the class itself, whether it was busy, whether the sports hall's busy, any of those kind of things, I can put that here. But what I'm really going to want to put here is when the judge has, if you've won an award, either placed first, second or third, you want to note your critique, you can add your critique here. And it's really easy just to copy the critique from the dog pages or from any electronic format that it's in, and just paste it directly into your critique here. So really easy to keep everything together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to submit that as my class. And then I'm just going to take you through how to do that again, because I'm going to add a second class from that show. So I go to my show, I go to edit, and then I choose add another class. So I've also entered class 232, which is any variety puppy. And this is at Scarborough. And I've entered Fido, so it searches through the dogs that I've entered here. Now, the judge's name for that class was different. So I'm going to go to my varieties here, and it's Miss Leela Taraband here for class 232. So Miss Leela Taraband. And I just want to check which ring that is in, and I can see that's also in ring 3. So I add ring 3 in here, and I know that's going to be after lots of other things. So July 18th, that's probably going to be about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Okay, I don't know the dog's number yet because we'll find that out on show day, and I don't know my placings, my awards or my points, and I don't have a critique yet to add to that. So I'm going to submit this class rather. Now, the benefit of adding a simple postcode is that when you get into the car and you wish to access your Paws2Show account from your mobile phone while you're setting off, can you see the event date is here, but also the postcode's there, so it's really easy just to plug that into your sat-nav. You can also view that event and make sure that you've got the dogs that you should be taking. And then there's a little reminder here of the classes and how to get to the schedule. So if you want to actually check the schedule, you can click directly onto this from your phone in the car. So it's really easy to add to. If you wish to change the classes or change the times, or you've got a change of judge or the rings move, you can just click edit directly here, and you can make any changes you wish to make here. Now you can see also that it's reordered the classes, because I put this one in first. It's reordered them by time. So when you have your shows in and multiple dogs with multiple entries at a show, it will order this class by time. So you can easily see which class is next, and by just simply viewing it, it'll tell you which ring you need to be at and when. Can you see you need to be here at ring number 3 about 12 o'clock, and it's Carol Gill, and the class that you're in is AVNSD. So it's a really easy way of keeping track of all of the dogs you've entered in which class at which time. So I hope that's really useful to you on show day, and look forward to seeing you ringside. Best of luck.